Hey everybody, Alex Kazora, SteelersDepot.com, back with some Pittsburgh Steelers tape breakdown and analysis. Kenny Pickett coming up large at the end of the game once again for the Pittsburgh Steelers in Sunday night's win over the Baltimore Ravens. I know the box score alone may not look ultra impressive, but you watch the tape, you watch the actual plays, and you sit there and say, man, Pittsburgh may really have something in Kenny Pickett. Want to show you guys the 8 best plays from number 8 on Sunday night. Some you remember, some are obvious, some you may have forgotten about. So let's dive in. Starting off here on the Steelers' first possession of the game, Pittsburgh 10-16 on third down in this one, in part due to being in those third and manageable situations, a 3rd and 2 here, but Kenny Pickett not escaping, keeping his eyes downfield. I think the best thing he did in this game was keep his eyes downfield, look for the football, scramble to throw, not scramble to run, and here he finds Jalen Warren, the check down option over the middle for the conversion. So I think earlier in the year, he's looking to run. He's trying to scramble and take off. If this was a week 7 type game here, despite being under some duress, good protection by the O-line overall, but no one's open. The internal clock starts to go off, but Pickett able to come back across and find Jalen Warren. So watching it from the end zone view, he's scanning here initially, wants to roll to his left, and then comes back to his right, looking for that check down option. Jalen Warren, nice catch and a great job to get upfield after the reception for additional yardage. But here not looking to do too much. Just find your safety valve, let your back make a play, and he does. Another third down situation for the Pittsburgh Steelers. This one is not converted, but this is not going to be Kenny Pickett's fault. So free rusher coming off the edge here. This has happened too much in Pittsburgh this year. It's a different conversation for a different video. But Pickett, again, scrambling, avoiding pressure, utilizing his mobility, eyes downfield, finding the reception here, or the receiver here in George Pickens on this, scramble drill. Pickens doing a nice job to break his route off. Generally, scramble rules are the short routes go long, the long routes return to the football, get in the quarterback's vision, find the soft spot. Unfortunately, Pickens steps out of bounds here, just bad awareness. It's just by, a half a step, but still got to know where the sideline is. But to Pickett, and we'll see it here better on the end zone view, number 50, Justin Houston, a veteran who sacked many a quarterback in his day. With the free rush, Pickett escapes, eyes downfield, good throwing posture, and delivers an accurate pass to George Pickens for the completion in what should have been a conversion. Another incompletion on this play, but again, you're seeing the same principles. Pickett escaping, some pressure, eyes downfield, good throwing posture, accurate passes on the move. This one, Deontay Johnson just can't get. I think he got his feet in bounds, but bobbled the ball at the very end here. But Pickett putting this one only where his receiver can make a play. Maybe it's going to be slightly high, but I think overall that is a very catchable ball. One Deontay Johnson certainly capable of making, just could not come down with it here. But Dan Moore, the left tackle, beat on this play. Pickett's not panicking, not going to make a really bad decision. Scramble, be cool, calm, collected, even with the defensive end, the right end, barreling down behind him. Good posture, ready to throw, feels that pressure. He's really comfortable moving to his left or to his right, and this is, to me, a good ball that the receiver just could not make a play on. But again, eyes downfield, not wilting under pressure, big-time plays. Okay, you guys probably don't want to see any more incompletions, and we won't show any more the rest of the way. But here is a 3rd and 14, and watch Pickett drive this football. Hasn't done that a ton this year, but really watch him hitch, step up, and drive this one on the in-cut, the dig, to George Pickens at the sticks, who makes a fantastic hands catch over the middle. There's Pickens up top. A good pocket here provided by the offensive line, and Pickett really driving this football, not settling for the check down. It's a good route. And just overall a good accurate ball by Pickett, who's going to hitch up right here, hitch once, maybe twice, and then throw this one over the middle with some traffic. But this is a very accurate pass. You're going to have to throw in some tighter windows in the NFL. We'll see some more of those later on in this video. But to watch it here, you watch Pickett know where he wants to go with the football, reading the coverage well, hitching, and really just driving this football. And it's a nice catch here by George Pickens. So one last look. There's Pickens on the catch. And the Steelers move the chains. And so converting on third down, 10-16. This team is night and day difference on third down before the bye to where they're at now. And while that's partially because of the short yardage moments they've been in, they're also converting on some of these third and long situations. Now we're in fourth quarter, 13-6. Pittsburgh trying to put together a drive. Chukwuma Okorafor, the right tackle, beat here by the late safety blitz. That's the first-round pick, Kyle Hamilton. Looks like Hamilton's going to have a free shot on Kenny Pickett, but Pickett, good job not to panic, not to get depth. Some of these quarterbacks want to try to run backwards or do something too crazy. Just climb the pocket. You're going to have, there's depth there, there's space there to run to step up to, and then again, eyes downfield. I'm telling you guys, before the bye, he's going to run here. He's going to scramble to run and use his legs because he's mobile. Here, he's going to scramble to throw, keep his eyes downfield, and throws a good ball to George Pickens for the first down. And so, got the late safety pressure. Hamilton right on top of him. Pickett's going to, climb here, go to where there's open space, eyes downfield, basically the whole way, and then an accurate ball here along the sidelines complete to George Pickens. These aren't always going to be 50-yard bombs and crazy Mahomes-level type plays, but it is just how do you deal with pressure? I thought Pickett dealt with pressure extremely well in this game. Eyes downfield, accurate passes, and move the sticks. All right, now for the plays that I'm sure you've been waiting to see on the All-22 on the final drive. We'll start with the first one here, completion to Pat Freiermuth for 22 yards here. Kyle Hamilton beating Dan Moore inside. Pickett rolling to his left here, and again, eyes downfield, square up his shoulders, and throw a good, accurate ball against zone coverage. Pittsburgh talked about so much coming into the week about being able to beat zone coverage, something they did not do a good enough job of in Week 14, the first matchup against Baltimore. And again, Pickett feeling the pressure here, not panicking, rolling to his left here, eyes downfield the whole way, good posture, and just a really strong throw here, kind of leading Freiermuth back a bit so he wouldn't drift into the window here and throwing between these two defenders. This guy's obviously not really core to the throw here, but really leading him away from the defender here. Low throw where only Pat can make the grab, and he does. And let me show you guys the throw and play from the aerial view. Here is Pat Freiermuth, again, finding that soft spot in zone coverage, but a really good ball here, kind of stopping and bringing Freiermuth back a little bit so he does not get hit here, and he can make this catch. To me, the best throw that Kenny Pickett had all day, and in my mind, there is no doubt about it. The post route here to Steven Sims, the very next play, and just a great strike. I mean, there is no window here at all. It's a good read. Middle of the field open. It's a too high look, so we're going to hit the post. We're going to attack middle of the field, but Kyle Hamilton, the safety, is carrying Sims, carrying that route pretty well, and there was just no window at all. I wish the end zone view would kind of show this a bit more. It gets cut off, unfortunately, but you guys have probably seen the replay. I mean, there was just no window at all. Kyle Hamilton is huge. The dude's like 6'4", a giant safety. And there was no window there for Steven Sims, who is not 6'4". He's 5'8". And Pickett just threads this one so well. Good, clean pocket by the offensive line. Have to give them a ton of credit here. But Pickett, just a laser. I mean, again, you can see where this window's at. Safety over the top. Safety underneath trailing. You had Roquan Smith there underneath. You got to get some arc on that one as well. Man, just what a throw right after the completion of Freiermuth. Not going to play it safe, not going to check this one down. Just going to fire a rope to Steven Sims for 28 yards. Finally, of course, the touchdown, 3rd and 8, down 13-9, 1 minute left, motioning Najee here in this 4-by-1 look, and turns into a scramble drill with some pressure. And again, once more, we'll repeat it, but this was the theme of the day, what Pickett did so well consistently. Eyes downfield, not panic under pressure, uses mobility, scrambling to throw and extend as opposed to scrambling to run. And maybe this one he invites some of the pressure, but I don't care overall. What a ball this is to Najee Harris on Roquan Smith. Looking back at the aerial view again, Pickett maybe drifting to his left here a bit on the snap, which isn't helping Dan Moore. We can talk about that a little bit, but that is really nitpicking overall. And then making the play under pressure, getting out of the grasp of Jason Pierre-Paul. Again, another veteran guy who's taken down many quarterbacks in his career. Patrick Queen barreling down on you and making this great, strong, accurate throw on the scramble drill to Najee Harris. Again, so much of what quarterbacks do is inside structure, but always look for what guys can do outside of structure to extend the play beyond what's called, what's designed. That's generally what separates the quarterbacks who are good and average and competent to the ones that enter that next tier. Knowing that most of what happens is foundational and within structure, within the play call, but that next step to get to the, not saying that he is now, obviously, but Josh Allen, Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, those caliber quarterbacks, they can extend and create so well, and Kenny Pickett did that routinely. but also being fundamental. Eyes downfield, good posture, really strong accuracy on the throw. His accuracy on the move in this game was as good as I've seen it, and it's always been a strength of his. But the big picture is season on the line, prime time, on the road against Baltimore, a very, very talented and good Ravens defense. Again, these throws are against first-round picks, against Roquan Smith, against some of their top guys on this defense. Pickett to make this play to lead this drive. It's a wow moment. It's a defining moment for Steelers fans and really for Ravens fans. You're remembered and judged by what you do in these games. Steelers-Ravens is everything. They're always weighty and important. This one, no exception. To see Pickett step up like this consistently, not just on the final drive, is remarkable. So as we look at the final kneel down, and by the way, there is Kevin Dotson at left tackle, Dan Moore at left guard, so they're having some fun, musical chairs to close things out. Pay Kevin Dotson left tackle money, I guess. But yeah, just final thoughts. I mean, I understand it is just one game, and if Pickett goes out there and has a terrible game against the Browns, this one will kind of be forgotten. But if Pickett becomes the guy, if 3, 5, 10 years from now, we're talking about Kenny Pickett still being this Pittsburgh Steelers franchise quarterback, their number one guy. We're talking about this Ravens game and how it all started on a Sunday night to ring in 2023. And what a way to ring in the new year for Kenny Pickett for this Pittsburgh Steelers team. So I've been, probably some people think I've been a bit critical, overly critical of Kenny Pickett this year. I think that there's been good, there's been bad. This one, there is no question about it. Kenny Pickett was good. The stats don't show, but the play, as we just went through, certainly does. And really excited to see what he can do in the regular season finale against the Browns. Maybe there'll be more playoff football after that. We'll have to see. Pittsburgh's got a shot. Really crazy to say. So wanted to go through those 8 plays of Kenny Pickett against the Ravens. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Appreciate you guys watching. If you guys could like this video, I would really appreciate that. Also, if you could subscribe to the channel, I'd appreciate that as well. We'll have a lot more analysis for you guys going forward. Be sure to check out the site, SteelersDepot.com, and we'll talk to you soon.